Hello, hello, it is the Trading Captain. I'm back again for another daily session. Today I made $109, which is a pretty solid return. I'm only trading 110 shares, so I think that's actually pretty good with that context. Go ahead and show the spreadsheets here. So I only ended up actually trading two stocks today. So I traded RDHL and I traded DWTX. Now RDHL was great for me today. It's where most of my profit came from. But DWTX, for the life of me, I could not get a handle of this. Like if I just pull this down for a second, you can see I'm red on it. And it was a bullish setup, but I just couldn't get a handle on it. Maybe it was because it was too volatile. I felt a little untrusting of it, as you'll see later. But yeah, it just didn't pan out well. But yeah, I had a peak of 114. I was green the entire session, so it's nice to see that I didn't have any drawdowns today. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into the actual trades here. So RDHL, I started at 7 a.m. as I always do. So we'll go ahead and pull up the chart here. There was news, I believe, at 7, right? So right around 7, yeah, we had breaking news. I think this was a lawsuit win or something. Yeah, wins New York Supreme Court appeal. So it was a pretty significant news catalyst. And just from the news catalyst alone, I felt very confident going for setups with this. So I was a little more aggressive with my trades. You can see here, took 100 or double size. So normally it's 110 and I took 220. So I ended up averaging in to my first 3 trades here. And all of them were winners. I had one for the momentum side, so the initial pop here, and then I had some of these pullbacks I was buying for the next legs up. I didn't hold for the entirety of each pop. I think I sold like halfway through each. But yeah, all 3 of them were very solid returns. But I made a note here. So if you look at the time, so I started at 7 a.m. I took 1, 2, 3 trades on them within a short period. And not only that, but look at the quality as I rated the setup. So I had A quality, then I went to B plus, then C plus. Right, so we're seeing that I'm trading very frequently and the quality of the setups is decreasing. And I picked up on this after the 3rd trade, so I actually made a note here. 707, right? So this was right after this trade. And yeah, I'll just read it here. So quality setups dropping, frequency of trades are increasing, becoming a little too impulsive, slow down, reaffirm the quality. And I mean, that's all you really got to do. You got to identify that you're trading a lot, you're lowering the standards for your trades. And okay, yeah, these were good profitable trades, but this could spiral into emotional trading if I don't catch it. So you can see here I paused. I didn't take any trades for like another 9 minutes. So I kind of regrounded myself, got back on track. Took a few more trades on RDHL, but we were starting to see it fizzle out around this level, right? Because 16, so yeah, we're starting to actually hit pullback, and it didn't really do much more for the next hour or so after that. So it kind of fizzled out after that point. These trades, you can see the returns were much smaller, or these two were much smaller. And I ended up switching to DWTX. So I'll go ahead and pull this one up here. DWTX. Was there news on this? I don't actually remember. Yeah, okay, so there was news on it. I didn't really like this setup, though. We did, I mean, just looking at the daily chart here, I'll go ahead and show it here, so, because my camera's in the way. But yeah, we had a nice daily setup. So we had this level of support here that was solidified. History of big moves, and we did have this massive gap up. But I didn't like this major rejection. I mean, we retraced like 50% within 2 minutes. The volume candles here were higher than the volume candle on the initial pop. I was a little iffy about it. Whenever the price consolidated and we were seeing this 1 minute high coming, I wanted to get in here, but for the reasons I said earlier, I was a little bit less trusting of this stock. Also, I noticed this candle here in particular, the volume was high on it. Not as high as this one, but the volume was quite high, and I was a bit worried this might have been a trap. I bought and held for like 2 minutes, and I got a tiny profit on it, but honestly, I missed like 95% of the move. And I traded it several more times, but I kept on getting stopped out. I wasn't giving it the breathing room it needed because this thing was moving quite a lot. Like just looking at a 1 minute candle here, this is going from like 880 up to basically like 980, almost 970. Like that's a dollar move, and I was not giving it the flexibility it needed, really. You can see the size was reduced, so like that's good that I was reducing size, correct size. But yeah, I just didn't trust the stock, and I wasn't willing to give it the breathing room it needed to make the move. So, and maybe that was also impacted too by my earlier trades, right? RDHL, it's a little bit cheaper, wasn't moving quite as much. So this may have been conditioning me to be more reactive to the other stock, DWTX, and that could have been another reason why mentally I was struggling to adapt to that, like because I was not in sync. I had kind of the right idea, but I was not in sync with it. So that's kind of my assessment of that. I did end up jumping back to RDHL for 2 more trades because we ended up seeing a continuation. RDHL, we saw a continuation here. And there wasn't really a lot of other stocks moving. There were a few that popped up at 8, but they all kind of fizzled out. And then this stock ended up rallying right around 8 o'clock. Maybe because there was no other catalyst and everyone just came back to this one because it was working. I don't know. But yeah, it ended up rallying. I was a little bit hesitant to take it here, but once we were back above high of day, I was willing to give it another try. See, I ended up taking 2 trades on it above the $3 mark. I was trying to see an extension up to like 340, but it looked like it was really struggling. I actually added here, so this was a great entry. I ended up adding, or I got in like at around 311, then I added as it was going up, and I was trying to see it break through this. But a major seller came in here, and I just panicked and got out because, typically, if I try to get in and I see a major seller, either right as I get in or right as it reaches a critical level, to me, I don't like to mess with that. I just prefer to get out of the way. So that's kind of what I did, and it looks like it was a good decision because this did end up selling off over the course of the next like half hour to an hour. So yeah, I mean, pretty solid overall. Only traded 2 stocks, but pretty strong returns. I was green the entire day. I mean, I'm near the high of the session. So yeah, very great result. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up the recap. If you like the video, please do leave a like. I don't sell courses. I don't sell signals or anything. I'm just posting trades because I want to share my progress. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in tomorrow's session.